Hey homies, welcome to the What I Know Now podcast. I'm so glad you're here. I'm your host, Emily Kathleen. I am here to share all my tips, tricks, and secrets to help you become your best self. I am so happy to be in your ear holes and eyeballs right now. This has been a highly requested episode, and if I'm being honest, it's actually a little bit of a hard one to discuss. I have no regrets about having our oldest son so young. He is honestly just like my little best friend, but it wasn't an easy journey. So I wasn't getting pregnant at 17. I was not in the best life situation. I was partying a lot, I was going to school, working, and when I found out I was pregnant, I was scared fucking shitless. My parents flipped out, my sister flipped out, and we actually didn't talk for 4 years after I told her I was pregnant. Hubby and I am still with my oldest's dad. We are now married, but we were both pretty young. And honestly, we were broke as fuck. I was working a 30-hour week as an apprentice pastry chef, and when I told my work I was pregnant, they dropped my hours to 15 hours per week. And because I was only 17, I was on a child's wage. So I wasn't on that much money, and then to have my hours reduced so drastically, it was crippling. So that really was a difficult time money-wise, but we made it work. You always do. A lot of our friends stopped talking to us. They kind of just phased us out of their lives, and it honestly, a lot of the time just felt like it was him and I against the world, and that everyone was against us. There were select few that weren't, and we are so grateful to still have those people in our lives. But also nearly everyone we knew, even if they didn't phase us out, said that we would fail. There were the ones that didn't, and they were our biggest supporters. And like what I said, we are so lucky and grateful that those people are still in our lives and in our kids' lives too. Going through a teen pregnancy taught me a lot about myself as a person, but also about life in general. A few of the main things that it really taught me was the people that you think will be there for you in a hard situation like that are most likely the first ones to turn their back on you. You are so much fucking stronger than you think you are, and you get to choose who you call family, because let's be real, going through something like that, like what I said, I didn't talk to my sister, or my sister didn't talk to me for 4 years. Our oldest child was 4 years old when she decided that she would talk to us again. We have mended our relationship. We have both healed. We talk now. We do get along, but there was a long time there that we didn't. But you get to choose who your family is. Just because you're blood related to someone, it means jack shit. If you tell me I can't do something, I will do everything in my power to prove you wrong. And that was a lot of people said that we couldn't raise kids, that we wouldn't be able to do it. They'd get taken away by the government. Lots of horrible things were said to us. But our kids did not get taken away by the government. We fucking thrived. And when I look back on where we were when I was 17 and pregnant to where we are now, honestly, I don't think a lot of people would actually believe it. And you get to choose your hard. Like, everyone's life is hard, but you get to choose what is hard. This experience, like the experience of being 17 and pregnant, was pivotal in my life, was a pivotal point in my life. And without it, I honestly wouldn't be who I am today. It was fucking hard, but I wouldn't change it for the world. And there's so much that I could share on this, and I don't really know what you guys want to hear, so I am more than happy to do a part 2 if you're keen to hear it. But I would love to know what you want to hear, what you want to know about that experience. So if you want to send me a DM on Instagram, leave a comment on the episode of what sort of things you want to hear about my teen pregnancy experience. Thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode. I will be back next week, and I will walk you through how we are going to declutter our mind, body, soul, and devices. So don't miss it. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and if you could take a moment to review the podcast on Spotify,